Very good morning, my dear students. Today class I am going to discuss elementary operation of a matrix, invertible matrices, and find the inverse of a matrix by using row operation or column operation. See here today first concept, elementary operation of a matrix. In that one, three total 6 operations are there. 3 row operation, 3 column operation. Now we'll see here 3. First one, the interchanging of any 2 rows or 2 columns. Once again, the interchanging of any 2 rows or 2 columns. If we take here one example, A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we have to do, we want interchange first row, second row you have to interchange. Directly you can't write interchanging of 2 rows like that. For that one here one symbol is there. What you write? You want interchange of first row and second row. Here you will write R1 double implies here R2. R1 double implies R2. That means you have to interchange R1 plus R2, R2 plus R1 you can write. Now what you will write answer here? A equal to, you can write 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 you can write. Before writing this one, before interchanging the first row and second row, you will write the condition R1 implies, double implies R2. If you write that condition only, you can interchange that first row and second row. Now we can see one more example, suppose column. Here C2 implies, double implies C3. C2 double implies C3. That meaning here column 1, column 2, column 3. You can interchange column 2 and column 3 both. Now here A equal to, you can write here 4, 1, 7. I am wrote here condition C2 double implies C3. That means C2 and C3 both columns you can interchange. C, 6, 3, 9. Next 5, 2, 8. Okay, if you are doing interchanging of the rows or columns, means you have to write the conditions. That's why here first one is the interchange of any 2 rows or 2 columns. Here R1 implies R2 means you can interchange the rows. C1, C2 implies C3 means you can interchange the columns. Next we will see. Next, second point, the multiplication of the elements of any row or column by a non-zero number. Once again, the multiplication of the element of any row or column by a non-zero number. Suppose here they give an example, A equal to here 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 matrix. Now I am applying the second condition, the multiplication of the elements of any row or column by a non-zero number. Now I am writing here R1 implies here 2 into here R1. R1 implies 2 into R1. That meaning here non-zero number you have to multiply only second, here first row you have to multiply. Now here A equal to, you can write here, I am multiplying scalar is only first row. Where you are writing first row only you have to write 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2, 4, remaining second row is same. Previous here 2A if you wrote, you have to multiply each element. But here I want to multiply row or column you have to multiply. Now see here I took example, I am multiplying scalar only first row. You have to write R1 implies 2 into R1. In R1 you have to multiply 2 and you have to write in the place of R1 place. Now we'll see one more example here. C2 implies 2 into C2. That means 2 you have to multiply in C2. Again you have to write in the place of C2, column 2. Now multiply here A equal to here 2, 3. 2 you have to multiply column 2. Again you have to write in the place of C2. 2, 4 are 8. Here 2, 4 are 8. That is the second condition here. What is given? The multiplication of the element of any row or column by a non-zero number. If you want to multiply only first row 2, you have to write R1 implies 2R1. Suppose here you want to multiply only C2, column 2 number, C2 implies 2C2. Next we will see third point. The addition to the elements of any row or column, the corresponding elements of any other row or column multiplied by any non-zero number. Now we will see here example A equal to, I am given 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here I want to add first R1, R2. Again I have to write in the place of R1. Now I will write condition R1 implies R1 plus R2. This meaning here, first row and second row both you have to write add. After that, the corresponding elements you have to write in the place of first row you have to write. Now A equal to, I am writing here, what you have to condition R1 and R2 both you have to add in first row. R1 R2 means 1 plus 3. Where you will write in the place of R1? 1 plus 3 value 4. Next 2 plus 4 value is 6. Again you will write second row. I am not written any condition. Same thing you have to write second row. Here 3, 4 you can write. Understand once again? Here R1 implies R1 plus R2. We have to sum of the first row and second row. That one resultant of the elements you have to write in the place of first row. R1 you have to write. Here I do 1 plus 3, 4. I am written in the place of R1. 2 plus 4. I am written in the place of first row. Now second row I am not written any condition. Direct second row you can write here. Next one more example here. C2 implies here C2 minus 2 into C1. Once again condition C2 implies C2 minus 2 into C1. That means I am here, I am not written C1 any condition. Directly you can write here C1. C1 meaning is column 1. Now I am writing here 4, 3. Now C2 plus what I am telling? C2 minus 2 C1. What is C2 here? 4 minus 2 here. First element you can see here C2 4, 6 minus 2 into C1. C1 element is here 4. What you will write? 6 minus 2, here 6 minus 2 4 are 8. 6 minus 8 value is minus 2 you have to write. Next one here 4. Again here 4 minus 2 into 3. 4 minus 2 into here C1 3. 4 minus 2 3 are 6. 4 minus 6 here minus 2. Like that you have to solve the example. Next we will see invertible of matrices. Invertible matrices. Here see very important this one concept. Suppose A matrix I am taking order is A matrix is a square matrix order m, and same thing here B matrix I am taking B matrix is a square matrix order m. A matrix and B matrix I am taking here same order. Then if you multiply AB equal to BA equal to I. If you multiply A matrix and B matrix, if you are getting identity matrix means then B is called inverse of A matrix. Once again, if you multiply A matrix and B matrix, if you are getting I means here B is called inverse of A matrix. That is you can write here B equal to A inverse you can write. B equal to A inverse. Same thing here. If you multiply B matrix into A matrix, if you are getting product of the matrix here, identity matrix, then you can write here A is inverse of the B matrix. Here you can write here A equal to B inverse you can write. A equal to B inverse. Now we will see an example. Here example. Now I am taking here A is a square matrix order here 2 by 2. Next one B matrix. I am taking here square matrix order here 2 by 2 I am taking. See what is the condition I said here? A matrix and B matrix both are the square matrix ordered of n or m you can take. Here also I am taking A matrix and B matrix both are square matrix ordered here 2. Here also ordered is 2. Next what you have to take condition such that AB equal to and BA equal to I. If you product of two matrix A and B matrix, if you get identity matrix, B is a inverse of A. If you multiply B and A matrix, you are getting identity matrix. A is the inverse of B. Now we will check one example. Here I am trying to get AB equal to I. We will multiply A matrix and B matrix. We will check we will get identity matrix or not. Now you can see taking LHS side A matrix here 2, 3, 1, 2. Next B matrix 2, minus 3, minus 1, 2. Here 2 by 2, here also 2 by 2. You have to multiply first row and first column. 2 2s are here 4, 3 into minus 1, minus 3. Next, first row, second column. Here 2 into minus 3, minus 6, plus 3 into 2 are plus 6. Next, second row, first column. 1 into 2, 2, minus, here plus 2 into minus 1, minus 2. Next, second row, second element. 1 into minus 3, minus 3, here plus 2 into 2, plus 4. Here next, what you got here? AB equal to here 4 minus 3, value 1, minus 6 plus 6, 0, 2 minus 2, 4, minus 3 plus 4, yes sir, 2 minus 2, 0, minus 3 plus 4, here value is 1. You got here identity matrix. When product of two matrices, if you get identity matrix, what is the condition here? B is the inverse of A matrix. Therefore, you can write here B inverse, B equal to, you can write A inverse. Same thing you try here, AB I write here. If you solve BA equal to I matrix, then A is inverse of B matrix. A is here inverse of B matrix. Next, we will see. Next, inverse of a matrix by elementary operation. This is a very important concept. We will see once again. Inverse of a matrix by elementary operations. That elementary operation here in this problem solving, you have two methods are there. One is elementary operation by row, elementary operation by column. First you have to take A is a non-singular matrix. A is a non-singular matrix. After you have to write here, now I equal to here, now A equal to IA you have to write. This is here using elementary row operation. Here two operations are there. One is elementary row operation or elementary column operation. One more is here elementary column operation. Elementary row operation you can see here. First you have to take, given A is a non-singular matrix, you have to take condition A equal to IA. Left side here using elementary row operation till you have to get A matrix become I matrix, identity matrix. Equal to right side I matrix will become B matrix. Now we will get here B into A. Well, if you get till here, left side I matrix, right side B A matrix. Therefore, here B is called inverse of A matrix. Therefore, here B is called inverse of A matrix. Here using problem starting to ending, you have to apply only elementary row operation only. In between, you should not use column operation. Understand? Same thing here, elementary column operation also. A is a non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix. A is a non-singular matrix. Now what you have to take condition? Now you have to take condition A equal to IA. A equal to IA. Now you have to use elementary column operations. If you use elementary column operation, till you will get left side LHS for A to become identity matrix. Right side I becomes BA matrix. When left side I is becoming right side I will become B matrix. When product of BA you will get I means here B is called inverse of A matrix. Therefore here also B equal to A inverse. Now we will see one example how we will apply elementary operations. Suppose A equal to here 1 2 minus 2 1. 1 2 minus 2 1. What you have to take first one? A is a non-singular matrix. Here this is 2 by 2 matrix. AD minus BC find out, get equal to 0 means that is non-singular or singular, you can check. Same thing here, first what you have to take now? We have to take now A equal to IA. What is the A matrix here? 1 2 minus 2 1. equal to I is here identity matrix 1 0 0 1 into here A. Now left side it becomes which one? Identity matrix. What is the identity matrix here? Identity matrix means here I'm writing here identity matrix 1 0 0 1. Left side you can see already A11 is 1. Here also A11 is 1. No need of changing anything. Right side you can see here minus 2 is there. Minus 2 it should become 0 value. What will apply the operation here? I am writing R2 implies here R2 plus 2 into R1. Once again R2 implies R2 plus 2 into R1. R2 means minus 2 plus 2. R1 is 1. Minus 2 plus 1 0 will become. Whatever you are writing operations here you have to apply both sides. Left side and right side. Both sides you have to apply. Now you see here right and right side. What to write? First row. First row no changes 1 and 2. Second row I am writing R2 implies R2 plus 2 R1. Wherever R2 is there we have to operation you have to apply R2 minus 2 plus 2 into R1. Minus 2 plus 2 into 1. Minus 2 plus 2 value is 0. Next R2 1 1 plus 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 1 plus 4 here value is 5. Equal to right side 1 0. First row no changes. Second row R2 means 0. 0 plus 2 into 1. Here 0 plus 2 2. Next 1 1 plus 2 into 0. 1 plus 2 into 0 means here 1 into A. Now see here left side element it should be identity matrix. Check here 1 0. Here also 1 0. Next what you have to make it here? This is the 1. Second row here A22 element is 1. How will make it A22 element is 1? I am writing here R2 implies R2 by 5. R2 implies R2 by 5. R2 implies R2 by 5 means second row by 5. Now I am writing here left. First row no changes 1 2. Third here second row 0 by 5 0. 5 by 5 1 equal to right side. First row no changes 1 0. Second row here 2 by 5. Next here 1 by 5. Now check identity matrix. It become 1 0 1. Here 1 0 1. Next one last A12 element it becomes 0. A12 element is this one. It should become a 0. Now I am writing here R1 implies R1 minus R1 means here 2 minus 2 into R2. That means here 2 minus 2 into 1 0 it will become here. Now here first left side 1 minus 2 into 0 means 1 only. Here 2 minus 2 into 1 here it becomes 0. Now 0 1 equal to right side. Here 1 minus 2 to 4 4 by 5. 1 minus 4 by 5 is here 1 by 5. Next 0 minus 2 into 1 by 5 minus 2 by 5. Second row is no changes here. 2 by 5 here 1 by 5. Here what is A is there, compulsory all steps you have to apply A here. Now see here identity matrix you got. Identity matrix I equal to B into A. Here I equal to B into A. Now product of BA you got I matrix. Therefore here B equal to A inverse. B equal to A inverse. This is which method applied here? Elementary row operation method. Elementary row operation method. In between here, I have not applied any column operation. Here R means row operation. R means row operation. R means row operation. All I applied here row operation. Nowhere I am applying column operation. When we are solving any problem, row operation method, elementary row operation method, problem starting to ending you have to apply only row operation. If you are applying the solving elementary column operation, starting to ending you have to solve only column operation problems only. Clear, understand? Once again see your condition, inverse of a matrix by elementary operation method. First you have to take A is a non-singular matrix. Here I am taking A is a non-singular matrix. After that, now you have to write condition A equal to IA. Here I am taking that A equal to IA. Next one, using elementary row operation till I have to get left one. A matrix becomes identity matrix. Here left A matrix it becomes here identity matrix. Then the RHS here what will happen? I it become B matrix. Here see I matrix identity matrix it becomes a B matrix. Then what you have here then therefore B equal to A inverse. When product of two matrices we got identity matrix means here B is inverse of A matrix. Therefore B equal to A inverse. Like that here you have to solve this. This is the method. If you are getting any confusion means here you can solve. I will tell you one short method. Shortcut method. You can use any problem 2 by 2 matrix. You will get 4 steps. First one, step 1. You have to write R1 implies R1 by A11. R1 first row implies first row by A11 element. Next one, R2 implies R2 minus A21 R1. Step 2 here, R2 implies R2 minus A21 R1. Next one, step 3, R2 implies R2 by A22. R2 implies R2 by A22. Next one, step 4, R1 implies R1 minus A12 here R2. Dear students, this is the elementary row operation. Elementary operation, row operation, shortcut method. If you use these 4 steps, any problem, you will get here I equal to BA, last ending answer. You can try any problem here using these 4 steps. Step 1, R1 implies R1 by A11. Step 2, R2 implies R2 minus A21 R1. Step 3, R2 implies R2 by A22. Step 4, R1 implies R1 minus A12 R2. Using these 4 steps, you can complete problem elementary row operation method any problem. I hope today you all understood my class. Next class I will explain using the shortcut method finding inverse of a matrix by elementary operation method. Thank you.